Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's opportunity event. We're going to be sharing several amazing stories with you and go over our Reset and Triplex products, some of our most popular products, especially in the summertime when everybody's trying to eliminate the excess weight gained from all of the many festivities that we're attending all week long. My name is Tanya Stewart. I am a Sapphire Ambassador with Plexus, and I've been with the company for 10 years in the business side of things the entire time, helping people gain way better health and happiness, and absolutely love doing it. Was able to retire my husband, and he was able to homeschool our children for 5 years and help them open their own businesses. And now they are adults working side by side with my husband in one case, and the other is off to VTech for engineering to follow in his dad's footsteps in terms of what his dad has a degree in. So it's been an amazing journey, not only to be able to give us freedom, but also to be able to help so many people. And tonight you're going to hear exactly how amazing these products are in terms of the level of how they help people. It's incredible. So to start things off, we have Amber. She's been with the products only for a few months, and she's going to share her story. Amber?
Hi, everyone. I'm Amber. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm so happy to be able to share my story with you all. Back in March, I had been watching Caitlin for some time and saw so many changes in her that I was like, what is she doing? I didn't want to ask because I didn't want to be hounded about how great Plexus products were just to get let down. But I asked anyways, and we talked, and I said no more. Few weeks went by and I mentioned it again, and she said, I have some extras. I'll give you 7 days worth of all different flavors. Let me know what you think. They ended up coming over for dinner and I got my samples. We chatted a little and I was very interested but scared at the same time. So I tried the samples and said I was going to give this a chance. Sent Caitlin a message. I'm ready. I was a new mom to a second daughter, and I was dealing with hormonal issues, acne, bloating, severe constipation, which was nothing new for me at all. It had been my whole life. Absolutely no energy to do anything in my head and had headaches daily. I started the products the beginning of May. Within a few days, I was feeling a difference. About 2 weeks had gone by, and I was like, wow, I have been using the bathroom daily. My acne was subsiding, and the bloating was getting so much better. I even noticed I was doing more and having no more headaches. A little over a month in, I was feeling amazing. All my issues were practically gone. I had so much more energy. I was happier, and I was finally able to be the mom I wanted and needed to be to my girls. I now enjoy taking them outside and playing with them, going on evening walks as a family. It's amazing. The bloating has been gone and feeling better in my clothes, and a body image being better has been so amazing. I have went down a pant size and my shirts are actually fitting properly now. Such an amazing feeling. I could not be more thankful for these products and what they have done for me. 4 months down and a lifetime to go.
Love it. Thank you, Amber. That was beautiful. You did a
Thanks.
great job. Thank you for sharing that. And I just always love to highlight the pooping part. Y'all can share or, give that a cheerlead when you give your testimonials as well. But boy, we run into that all the time. So if anyone's listening and they can't poop, this is definitely the product to be on because it is going to actually help your body to do what it's supposed to do because we're going to up level the health of the body so that it's functioning correctly. It's wonderful. All right, next up, I'm going to call out Casey. Casey, let's hear your story.
Hi, so I am a second time user with Plexus, and I always like to start out my story telling people that it took longer for me to get consistent taking the products than it did for the products to work. I have never, ever been one to take pills. I hate them with a stone cold passion up until 3 months ago. It has literally taken me that long to get consistent with our supplement, guys. Like, I just like to be very transparent in that. But I've never been so thankful for it. So when I originally started to sorry, my puppy, thanks to Amber Kid. He's my emotional support dog, y'all. Um so I was diagnosed with PCOS at 17. I went to my OBGYN last November before last, and they were telling me that I had signs of endometriosis. And of course, they wanted to dump all of these medications, and I just did not want to do that. Every time a doctor gives you a medication, it might fix one problem and you get 10 more. And I just was so against it. I didn't want to go down that route. So it really jump started me. And thank God for Tanya. She did not waver in her faith, and really just kind of helped me see the light and why getting on these products would be so beneficial. I maybe had my period once every year, maybe. And that I was ginormous. I'll never forget my first meeting with Tanya, and we were on a Zoom, and she looked at me and said, "Oh, you're going to have a really good story to tell." I literally have pictures, and it looks like I was stung by a bee. I was that swollen. I had that much inflammation on me. And so I started taking the products, getting consistent with it. I have a period every 28 days without fail. I have absolutely no signs that it's coming. I don't have any pain from it anymore, which is just incredible. I used to get horrible back pain and pains in my legs. I don't have any of that. I have no idea it's coming until it's just there. So that was a huge plus. The inflammation literally started to melt within the first 30 days. And I was not taking the small wins at all. So between the no headaches, the inflammation melting off of me, I had energy. I was able to keep up with the boys. And y'all, I quit after that. Like, that was the craziest thing, all because I didn't see the scale moving. And the scale, well, it was moving, but it wasn't moving in the direction I wanted it to go into. And so, but that's just kind of part of the detox. Once I stuck it out, the scale started to go in the opposite direction on my second go around. I literally have never felt better. I'm 55 pounds down in total. I have more energy than I know what to do with on most days. And I literally can't say any more about the products. Oh, except I do have one more thing before I forget. I have undiagnosed IBS. I also have my gallbladder removed. And so, like most people, when that happens, when we go out to eat or go anywhere, you're always looking for the bathroom before you really sit down to get comfortable. And I no longer have those issues. I can go on car rides for hours and eat and not have to worry about where the next bathroom is. So it was always amazing to me that everyone takes the same products, right? But your bodies are different. And so the products are fueling what your body is lacking. And I don't think people really understand that. They think, well, if I am constipated and you aren't, how's it helping me? It's fueling your bodies with what you don't have specifically. So I just like to put that out there because I feel like that is an obstacle people have a hard time getting over.
Yeah. I agree. I can say so much about that because even as I started this business 4 months into the business, I did not understand how somebody with migraines was calling me and saying, "Oh my gosh, I have no more migraines." And then the next person had PCOS or IBS or fibromyalgia, autoimmune diseases. And they were in tears sometimes because there was so much change in their body and so much relief. And I was like, how are the same 3 products doing this to this person and this to that person when they have completely different things? So that is a great segue. Thank you for that. Actually, that is a great segue for me to start talking about how we have this type of transformation. And it starts with our gut health triplex system. This was introduced to the world in 2011, and it has changed thousands of lives ever since. It starts with what we call our famous pink drink. And what you mix this with 10 to 16 ounces of water, drink it down once a day, preferably in the morning, but really honestly, just get the products in your body, whatever works for your schedule. That's what I tell people. The second product is ProBio 5, and the third is BioCleanse. Really simple system. If you're going to follow what we say, you'll take this slim drink in the morning. These 2 products get taken when you brush your teeth. Not a lot of complication there. You just have to set it right next to your toothbrush so you don't forget, and you're good to go. The 3 products work synergistically, and that's really important. I'm going to share with you the highlights of what they do. This pink drink is going to, number 1, bring down inflammation. Remember, she was talking about that. So it's going to start to counter the inflammation with beetroot extract. It is going to increase your good gut microbiome, your good gut bacteria, which most people have had deterioration in that area due to what you're eating or the use of medications or both. And when I say medications, keep in mind birth control pill, because that's one of the big ones that causes what we call yeast overgrowth. And I'm going to talk about that in 2 seconds. So either you're increasing your good gut microbiome, or you can pick our pink drink that will help you curb your appetite if you're super after that weight loss factor. It's going to regulate your glucose in your cells, which is then going to balance your blood sugars. And that's going to have an impact of lessening or eradicating your sugar and carb cravings and burning excess stored fat. Whoop, whoop. We love that, right? And regulating your glucose and balancing blood sugars also is going to have an impact on balancing your hormones, by the way. So we're touching base on upping your good gut bacteria, balancing hormones and blood sugar levels, and bringing down inflammation in one drink. It's fabulous. Second up is the ProBio 5. This is what I mentioned a minute ago, the yeast overgrowth. That yeast overgrowth, if you've never heard of that before, it is super common. 90% of babies are now born with it because it's being passed through the mom, right? And it's a toxin that attacks your good gut microbiome, your GI system, and can trigger various disease throughout for each individual. That's how you kind of end up with what Casey was talking about. One person ends up triggered with a migraine, the next person ends up with PCOS. Once you get rid of that yeast overgrowth, oh my gosh, you're like backpedaling all of the issues, okay? Because that's the thing that's doing the attack. So we get rid of the yeast overgrowth, and half of this is a probiotic that helps again to increase the good gut microbiome. Now, BioCleanse. This is your magnesium flush for your GI system. Everyone needs this. It's amazing. I was an all organic eater when I started with this company, raw cow milk drinker. I didn't think I had any issues. My bowel movements are much improved. I didn't realize they needed improvement, but they are much improved with this BioCleanse. It's a wonderful product that also pH balances your body, and there's one more thing that my mind just went blank on. Oxygenates your cells. Sorry. So you heard a lot of things in that trio. They're all working together. You have to bring the yeast down, which is causing inflammation and attacking the gut, counter the inflammation, bring up the good gut bacteria, balance your body out, hormones, blood sugars, etc. That all works together, and the transformation is unreal. It's an amazing product. Because we're in that weight loss season, I think a little bit more so in wintertime. Wintertime, we can throw on some joggers and not think about it a little bit more, right? Summertime, we're in our bikinis. We're still eating all the goods. And so Plexus brought out what's called Reset last year. It's a nice little orange box like this, Reset Go. And it comes with 3 boxes inside of it that look like this. Each of the 3 containers is everything you need to consume for 3 days. Everything. You would not consume anything else. What this is a nutritionally supported 3-day fast. You're getting super high levels of protein and collagen. You're able to consume all day long. So you're drinking our pink drink right away in the morning. You're taking in a hydrate right away in the morning so that you're hydrating your body. You're taking in a lean meal replacement shake in the morning, getting lots of protein, vitamins, and minerals, and feeling full. You get a soup at lunch, a soup at dinner time, an active plant-based energy drink mid-afternoon, and a protein snack at about 3 o'clock with that energy drink if you'd like. Then at night, you take a wonderful tea that restores and repairs cellular damage. It's amazing. This 3-day has been clinically proven to help reduce body fat percent in those 3 days, inches gone. It's going to help you mentally to understand that you don't have to always be eating, and you're going to feel so much mental clarity. If you're wondering why I have all this energy at 8:30 at night, I just finished a 3-day reset yesterday. I feel amazing. I weeded the garden for 5 hours yesterday. So even though I'm on technically a fast, still felt amazing. I lost 4.6 pounds. Now, understand that I am already small, so that's actually a good amount of weight for me. The clinical studies show an average of 6 pounds during those 3 days. Many of our people see 11, 10, 9 pounds gone in those first 3 days. This is going to jumpstart your body because it's up leveling your metabolism. That's the biggie. It is turning your body from burning 50% fat to burning 80% fat and majorly boosting your metabolism. So it's a great product that I actually use on a monthly basis because right now I'm undergoing surgery. So I'm trying to really focus on cellular repair and making sure I'm able to maintain my weight while I'm kind of under attack from those surgeries. So that is it for the highlighted products tonight. Pricing and so forth, I would ask that you go back to the person who invited you here and they will lay out exactly what prices and any additional products that would be beneficial specific to your needs. Before we let you go tonight, I want to give you one more amazing testimonial by Katie Gentry. And I want to also thank you now, and I will at the end, for showing up and being patient and listening with us because we love to help people. Katie?
Hey, so I'm not reading tonight. Usually I do read. I'm just gonna try to wing this. Um, Anybody who knows me knows that my whole entire life I've had medical issues. Um, it started when I was 9. I had appendicitis. Shortly after, I had ovarian cysts. Shortly after, I had gallbladder. I mean, I think I've had 6 abdominal surgeries. I started birth control when I was 9. I was on it for 12 years. My body was wrecked. My body is still wrecked. Fast forward to me and my husband, we got married. I went off birth control, tried to get pregnant, couldn't get pregnant. Was told when my appendix ruptured that I might not be able to ever have children. We went IVF route, which if you're familiar with that, in vitro fertilization, you have to take hormonal shots, you've got to take hormonal pills, you've got to take all the things. But if I wanted children, it was my only option. So I got my tubes removed. That was another abdominal surgery because it was a risk of a tubal pregnancy, which if you spend $1,000 to try to get a baby, you don't want it to end up in your tubes. So had that surgery, did IVF, took several hormonal shots, got pregnant with twin girls, went through a miscarriage with one of my girls, delivered both of them prematurely. Shortly after having our kids, well, our girls, my brain fog was awful. My postpartum was awful. My sleep was awful. Fatigue 24/7, which most of you are moms. If you think, oh my gosh, this is normal, like this is how I'm supposed to feel, it'll subside eventually. Mine didn't subside. My daughter was 2 and I was still feeling it. My attitude, well, not my attitude. I think like my anxiety and my depression of being a new mom came outwardly with my attitude. So everything was horrible. Which that rolls over into your marriage, it rolls over in your kids see it. And finally last summer, I was like, something's got to give. I had tried all the things. I had tried Thrive. I had tried Beachbody. I had tried, you name it, I had tried it. It didn't work. So last summer, I was watching Tanya's post. I was like, it's too much money. I'm not doing it. It's too much money. Finally, I was like, this is all I have. It's either going to work or it's not. I don't have nothing to lose at this point. I was literally ready to go to bed at 5 p.m. I didn't want to go outside like Amber and play with my daughter. I was done. I didn't even want to come home and fix dinner. Amongst 1,000 other issues. So I gave it a try. I was on it, gosh, Tanya, I don't even remember, maybe a month. And I gave up. Okay, so yeah, maybe longer. And I gave up because like Casey, the scale wasn't moving and I was so set on a number. Fast forward to last December, I was miserable again. My anxiety and depression was awful. I was taking Lexapro. They tried Wellbutrin. If you're familiar with those, they're antidepressants. They're awful. They give you 1,000 other symptoms that the doctor doesn't bother telling you about. So I took myself off of them and I reached back out to Tanya and I was like, first my husband was like, what about that pink drink? Seemed to work for you over the summer. And I was like, what? Men don't notice this stuff. Well, my husband did. So I reached back out to Tanya, gave it a second try, started in January, the beginning of January, and haven't looked back. I had 29 issues. and all of them are gone. I'm still detoxing, which is normal for me. I mean, my history was just a little bit of what I just said, and that's not even all of it. So clearly it was awful. And then started doing the business in March and haven't looked back. And I'll never look back. That's the first thing I reach for in the morning. It's the first thing I pack when we go away. I just love it. It's changed my life drastically. Not even just my life, but my marriage and with my kid, like I'm a present mom, I go to the bathroom regularly. My inflammation's gone. I'm down 34 pounds. So it's not just, and like Amber said in the chat, Amber Kid said in the chat, like the scale does not matter. Like I felt it in my clothes and felt it on me before I ever saw a scale move. And that was the realization for me. Like, get off the scale. Like the scale means nothing. Like if you feel good in your clothes and in your body, that's the biggest thing it is for me. Like weight has honestly been just a bonus for me. Feeling better, not just looking better, but being able to be a mom and a wife and be present every single day tops like the weight loss for me. So I love it. I won't ever miss a day. I've been consistent now for almost 9 months, and I couldn't be happier.
Wow. I'm a little bit speechless, and I'm glad you didn't read from anything, because honestly, some of those details are more than I ever heard before. So
Yeah.
what a trooper. You are a strong woman, girlfriend. You've been through so much. I didn't even realize all the surgeries. Holy crap.
Oh yeah. A
I'm
ton.
so grateful that that you came back and you stuck it out. I'm so grateful. And I love how you explain the impact it's had on your marriage and your family, because that, I think all of us at Plexus, when we say this is life changing, that's what we're talking about, not only from the health side, but how it impacts your daily life, your lifestyle, how you get to experience life on a day-to-day basis, how your relationships are, how you show up at work. It's like so different when you actually are healthy. So thank you for pointing that out and sharing. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everyone that came tonight, anyone in the future who's watching this. Thank you for checking out Plexus. You will not regret this whatsoever. As I said, go back to the person who gave you this link or invited you tonight, and they will share all of the pricing and match you up with the best products meant for your needs. All right. Have a great night, you guys.
Bye.